Welcome back to our conversation with Eileen McAnneny, president of the Massachusetts Taxpayers Foundation. And of course, later on today, Sunday, we actually tape in advance, but this airs on Sunday mornings, the grand opening of the new casino in Everett, Encore, Boston Harbor, although it's going to take a while to get used to that. That ain't no Boston Harbor. That's the Mystic River. But anyway, not to quibble, lots of jobs, lots of revenues coming in. What are the expectations for casino revenues? Do you think they're reasonable expectations? And are they built into the budget discussion that's going on right now?
They are. And so the Commonwealth is expecting about $300 million in casino revenues, gaming revenues from all three casinos in the Commonwealth, with Encore bringing in the most of the three. About $135 million is expected from the Encore casino. And so that's money available, at least some of it, for the operating budget. About $100 million of that $300 million is already accounted for. It goes to various trust funds like encouraging tourism and dealing with gambling addiction and a whole host of other things. But about $200 million will be available for legislators to spend.
So when I talk to gaming industry observers, I hear a lot of concern that no one doubts that Everett's going to be a big hit. The Wynn Company is known as a first-class casino operator, and there's clearly demand for it. The concern is that it's going to decimate Springfield and Plainridge. And so maybe that $300 million figure might be a little pie in the sky. Do you share that concern at all?
So my understanding is that the Encore casino will get a lot of its customer base from international tourists, whereas MGM gets a lot of folks from New England, and so they may not be drawing from the same customer pool, but time will tell.
Yeah, this whole business about the foreign visitors, you know, the big spenders, they call them whales in the industry, right? Have a lot of options.
They do.
And the weather around here for more than half the year is not that great.
That's true. I mean, I think the proximity to Logan certainly helps, and that's an advantage. In the newness of it, the novelty will help in the fact that we already get a lot of international tourism. A lot of folks have kids going to the local schools. I mean, there are some advantages that play in our favor, so we'll have to see how that works out.
One last thing I wanted to explore with you here. We continue to be embroiled in these trade wars with China, all sorts of threats going back and forth with Mexico. The new NAFTA, or whatever it's now called, has an uncertain future. What's your sense of how that's affecting us here in Massachusetts and is likely to be affecting us going forward?
I haven't seen any statistics with respect to that specifically, but I think Massachusetts has a global customer base for a lot of the products. We're high-tech, we're innovative, and so certainly we will be impacted by that in some way, but I haven't seen any numbers to back that up at this point.
Well, I guess it bears watching. Eileen, thank you very much for coming by.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Good to see you. That's all our time for this morning. I'm going to throw it back now to my colleagues for much more WBZ News.